Okay. Is my PC okay? Did that game ruin my... Okay, continue. I think I start... Oh, it's late in the day. Kind of. Okay, I forget what I was trying to do. I broke into some houses, I think. Should I talk to this lady again?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk to this lady.
What the hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Okay.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Why is there a hole in the wall of the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Wow, just like school.
How small these rooms are. Wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Is one of the residents on a vacation, their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
Okay.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty...
Oh, but I love trinkets. Okay, who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
We love scholars.
I think he studies astrology at the community college.
Astrology?
Good. I always tell them to study.
What? Not astronomy?
Something to do with all those stars
Oh, yeah.
around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's
Yeah.
what I said. Astrology.
Okay.
The lieutenant shakes his head.
Okay.
As though to say, let it go.
Got it.
Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
Tell me about the man who lives at the end of the hallway. Uno de Reuter.
I don't want to talk about DeWeeters.
Why not?
Addicts. All of them. And sometimes I hear them screaming.
It happens.
They don't like me
Sometimes we
behind
scream.
their door. Think I'm listening in on their fights.
Oh.
So she doesn't. Not after that one time. It didn't get
Okay.
physical. She heard something she doesn't want to hear again.
Oh.
We saw unpaid utility bills. Aren't they going to be evicted?
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of the kids they haven't been thrown out.
Damn.
I don't like talking about those people.
She mumbles some kind.
I'm no... It's...
And
Did I already go
she
through it?
gets-
Okay. Alright. Let's see if the bargainer lady... I feel like I should talk to her again.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. Actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union.
Hi, Izzy.
Every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean?
the lorries, someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're
I would love to
distributed
do
through a
voice
network of local
acting.
manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But
How do I get
they
into
are
that?
vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also-
Yay!
It's not just the RCM.
I would be in the shittiest video game anyone could make. Just call me, I'll do it for free.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Sorry, just checking my text.
Cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
Fucking misery.
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories
She
in
liked
South
that.
Safre, Seaguy, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
Hi, Peach. You're so pretty.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me.
I'm mostly just trying to kill time because I was gonna
On my
find the
motor.
man with the ciggy.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant.
Oh, I need to find more money for
But we
tomorrow.
need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Okay, what proof do you have that the union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth
Does
month.
anyone know where a lot of
There was
money
a
can be
shakedown of
found?
local businesses
Where can
pressing
I
the
get a
strike.
lot of money?
Many were
Well, I guess I
squeezed
can
to
sell
bankruptcy
stuff.
to fund it.
Peachy's chasing her tail.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers.
I could probably
will
Google.
provide
Should I
for
cheat?
2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Alright, I'm gonna make up my mind.
Yes?
I'll accept it. Yeah. We'll take the case, probe the driver, see what he yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow
Sorry.
the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Alright, I've talked to Everett Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, Time to choose sides.
A bloated rainbow socialist? I don't like any of these answers. I didn't really like him, but I can do business with him, whatever, I'll say that.
He must have his practical uses. How else could he have kept his position all these years? Or wait, actually, he could have kept it with corruption. Fantastic, worm-like corruption that reaches into the bowels of the earth.
Oh, she's
The
proud of
RCM
that.
does not pick sides in this.
Hillary
madam.
moment.
I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something,
I'm
how
discussing.
could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take?
Was that fascist
Only
dialogue?
natural.
I'm so
We would
sorry.
only be
I didn't have a good answer. I didn't like him, but I didn't want to be like, he's a champion. I'm trying to figure stuff out. I'm trying to get in.
She'll
I'm being
like you.
tactical.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
He's helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
She might know something.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the RCM.
That was probably a bad decision.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Yeah, he said it's almost ready to be found.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Alright, let's talk about something
Of
else.
course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
More questions about reality.
Lessons in basic reality?
Oh yeah.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Ooh.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
What? I'm not gonna rip into that. What's the big
The
time?
revolution.
Alright, what is this revolution?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists.
Darn.
Generally speaking, 40 million people
Whoa!
died during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Ooh.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
No, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick and I'm stroking my shit.
Sorry,
Did
family.
they ever?
Oh my
Before
god.
they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was
That's cool.
unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Alright, I don't care about kings.
About head shooting,
Who got the mineral rights?
the liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, what do you mean by liberals?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals.
Oh, hell yeah. How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing. when the war
Liberal.
ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Ugh. Who are the
The
coalition?
coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay.
Oh, the
armed
racist
centre of
ones.
the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world.
The world.
These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I don't think I am, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Okay, when was this?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
World War. Who started it?
It wasn't a
War with the world.
pandemic of Zara.
When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world.
Then Mazov
I just made a Lion King quote way more dramatic than it needed to be. Alright, what does this Zarath do?
made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not.
Oh.
It was a highly infectious microorganism that
I
destroyed
missed
brain
that.
tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Oh. I see. Where did it spread?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are different, ma'am. I hate to say it.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Fair enough, I guess. What is a zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The Zone of Control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the Suzerain and the Commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
Alright, how long has it been like this?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply
I
hell.
need my glasses. And after that?
The 30s,
Fucking shit.
things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled
Libertarians,
it like
man.
a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
Ugh.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the Zone of Control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... we could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I would have made off with mineral rights.
You and everyone else.
Oh.
But that's got nothing to do with preventing the
wanna
Good
see-
question.
Who are you in all
And
this?
I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
I would have sought a medical solution.
A cold creeps
Whatever.
up your spine.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
Hygiene, modest social care, whatever, I
The
guess.
wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The charge dissipates into the dark water. All is quiet on the Martinez Inlet.
I don't know what answer she wants.
Peace in the heart.
Oh.
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme
Yeah, I didn't like any of those
sort
answers.
of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad. When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable. Those would be the...
She's not.
Oh,
I'm trying to
and
see.
the did they ever? Before they got...
That's a
yes,
tragedy.
the Red Deluge. Oh, lots of people. The real
trying
king
to see.
abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture.
Cowardly.
I prefer the term risk-averse.
I'm trying to do
He
some
always
different
looks
options to see if I
He
get
could smell
different
a PR
things.
disaster brewing.
Is that a good idea?
And his nephew Frissell got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his... Good
I don't know.
question. What would you have done differently?
What happens?
The cold runs down your spine.
I would have killed more, bruh.
I see. A tenth of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. keep turning at any cost?
The gentry and the workers are. Oh. No, I don't want that. Humanity,
The
whatever.
wind
I don't know what I'm
stopped,
saying.
and for a moment,
Capital. Past. That's what de Briever, the leader of the communards, said before she got a bullet in her head. Don't get me wrong. Capital is finished. But understand this. Its end won't free anyone. It will only lead to more suffering.
Opinions.
And what is
My position.
understandable? They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
What is this acute encephalopathy? What?
It's a neurological disorder.
Can you
caused
say
by
that?
Vitamin B in the
Can
brain.
you pronounce that out
Symptoms
loud?
include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
she conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Probably from surgery.
That seems unlikely.
What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Encephalopathy?
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
What? No.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
I want to know what you are. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
Dramatic.
It's sharp.
Dios mío! A liberal! What? I'll say, what is that?
Ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
I liberate pretty hard myself.
No, not like me. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
No, I guess
Are
not.
you liberated enough to offer up
I
your
don't think
home
I'm
or
trying to
take
be
the
an
financial
ultra-liberal.
colonists?
It seems
No.
like they fucked things up.
Not.
They fucked everything
Tell
up.
me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth
Hi,
and
Strim.
self-satire.
I hope you had fun at
Decades of
work.
guilt and pride. Forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green.
I forgive you, but only because you're charming, Miss
A
Girl.
devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
I know, I'm so
Beneath her
blessed.
waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume.
Wanna fuck? Ew!
Intimately aware of.
Ew, no, vile devil,
I
okay.
hope we're able to continue as friends, despite my deeply felt need to infiltrate and betray the revolution, and then ensnare you to financial service. Honestly, I may have even preferred it, had the communards won. Who knows? They might really have built something better. But they didn't, because they lost. When
Bruh.
the dust settled, the liberals were the
man.
only ones left to clean up the mess.
Ugh.
By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
Don't worry about it, kitten.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes.
You're
An
smart.
oil fire on the ocean.
Why am I sexually
Perhaps.
attracted to her?
My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am.
What is
I'm also
this?
a bird. A sphenicid?
Oh,
A flightless bird of the polar regions?
keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
Are you saying I'm ruined?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is whatever that's called?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After, les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
Oh,
Wonderful.
okay. What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags
Yes.
looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture.
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
Okay.
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and
Joyce is kind of an
It
elitist.
is
She
an
kind of
illusion,
sucks.
I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Alright. I understand everything, make it more
I
complicated.
can't. That's how simple it is.
Oh.
One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right,
Weird.
what next?
Alright. I'm ready.
6 kilometers
Hell yeah.
southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly.
Kid named
Slowly now.
Trigger.
He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol Citizens Militia?
I'm not gonna let
Oh my god, thank you for raiding. Let's go. Hi guys, what is up? What is up? What is up? I hope your stream was good and you had fun and did fun things. What did you do? Okay, good. What is, oh yeah, what is that?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of
You're
post-revolutionary
gaming? Hell
Revachol,
yeah.
Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
You said de facto.
Yes,
Fighting?
that means
Nice.
not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of
Disgusting.
foreign capital.
Disgusting.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
So basically, I'm a lackey of capital. That's true.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective.
Alright.
It's true that
That's
the
okay.
RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yes,
No, I won't shut the fuck up. I'm gonna talk louder, bitch.
I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Sure, thank you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
What is reach for something fun? Let's go.
A strange coldness comes over you.
Bruh.
The waves, the doubt is fully formed in your head.
Damn. Alright, what was our name
More
again?
nor less than the de facto law in...
Yes, we are the Revachol.
Yes. That
Okay,
means
that's it for the
none.
who am I
Permit me
part.
to and if those authorities glad
Alright.
to have been of assistance.
Alright, we're done with her.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
Alright, what hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas.
What?
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I got that giant novelty check from Ever.
Wasn't
What?
easy getting that giant.
Can I get money from him?
Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
I took money from Manana guy?
You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of
What?
that shit in. You're a straight rider.
Major? I'm a double major poli-sci in journalism. Entering my senior year. Alright. There's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, actually I'm not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The
I
establishment
guess I'm just gonna
keeping
go
you
through
there.
it. I don't actually
That's
believe
not
this
the
immigrant
fuck-yeah
one.
attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Gart.
The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head. Look, the immigrants are cool. The
Yeah, I
immigrants
like the
play cool
immigrants.
music.
I don't know why
Everyone
it
likes
wants me to say that.
especially the women. Don't hate
What?
on the immigrants. They've got nothing to do with
Especially the
living
women.
on a boat.
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Fart. Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass.
Whoa.
They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that
Alimony.
doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
A free market fundamentalist? Yeah, this isn't solve. Wait, opt in? No. I don't want to opt into the free. No, I'm not going lib. No, I'm trying to be a crazy revolutionary.
What are you, a racist? Don't be
What?
a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate.
No.
Die. Cheap on
No.
the street.
No. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I could say to
Yes.
Kim? I'm just gonna.
What do you want to know? Good.
Okay, never mind.
No response. A moment passes.
What about me? Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean
I
distinctive?
hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle.
Jamrock Shuffle.
Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
Like the Pine Grove Shuffle.
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Why containers?
I don't know. Containers...
Was I about to say that's
guess.
racist?
I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous.
Alright. Let's see. Anything I can grab? I gotta wait. I should probably check my objectives, right? Oh, fuck. I have a lot of skill points. Okay. I should make myself a bit smarter, shouldn't I? Oh. Yeah, Che Guevara was a total liberal. See, anything else I can... I probably want to sell later in the day. What's an... Oh, no. I don't really need anything else to do here. Let's see. Let's see. How's... Okay. Oh, wait, I was gonna check what my objectives are. Clothes. I should probably sell some of these clothes. Like, let's see, what benefit... I'm gonna take these pants off and put these pants on. Yeah. Okay. Then what? The jam mystery? Interrogate the drivers? Okay. In the fishing village? How far can I go? Oh, maybe we should go back to Everard. Maybe. Oh, it opens a new area. Oh.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
What did I crack?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
The future leader of a proletarian uprising.
No, it's not.
It's her husband.
Yes. And you found him. Now go and tell the working
Wait,
class
what?
woman.
I don't think that's him.
Protect and serve, recruit.
This doesn't add up.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher.
Alright,
You're
give
an
me...
officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
Give me champagne.
There's no need for champagne when there's...
Should I talk to this guy? I don't think that's him.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti.
Whatever, I'm gonna talk to her.
Damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
But you said you didn't know where he was.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
I found him
Very
nevertheless.
well then. Where is he?
There.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
There's something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be a bug.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
Something bad, I guess. I'm sorry, I say stupid
You
things.
were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
But you told me your husband's
I
alright.
did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic.
So is he missing?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Okay.
There. She's worried now.
Kim isn't me, or do we have a missing persons case here?
I wouldn't be so sure. Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Yeah, we're down to chase every goofball. We care about
She
you.
sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
What does he look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
He's disco?
Oh, thank God, no.
Oh,
It hasn't
fuck.
come down to this yet.
Then why does he resemble me?
Well, he's slightly chubby.
I see.
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
I'm good.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You
True.
can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
Well, if it's really cool, then I can understand.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in
Alright.
some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, He went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Oh, that's sad.
For around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
Alright, I think I got it.
So you
Did you hear
are
that yoinky
for him.
spoinky horn? Oh my god.
She genuinely wants you to know.
Yes, I will bring him back home to you.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
I will. Of course, officer. As
Let's
I
talk
right.
again. Okay,
She
never.
gives you a
Alright, we're good here. Is this bitch mad?
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool?
I need to know what secrets lie. It's a spiritual quest.
You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them.
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Alright, bye. Did I already do everything here?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. The display rack is brimming with worn.
I'm going back here.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms.
Yeah!
To be locked. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Wordless. No words.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff and despair.
Kudos.
Yeah. I hope I get money here.
A barbell lies on the floor.
Don't tell me I'm gonna try to lift it.
Its weight plates.
I did just break in somewhere.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight
No.
of the weights.
No.
What kind of beast?
No.
Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell
Oh.
of rubber. The squeaky sound of sneakers.
I ignored Kim.
bruised
Sorry,
knee.
I was too curious.
And a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life. When you were
Oh, head hurts.
it.
I'll come back. My head hurts right now. What, is there nothing else? Ooh, I could sell that good. There's a staircase? Where is that? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is spooky. I might have to use WASD because... Huh. Do I have a flashlight? I probably have a flash. I do. Ah. Spooky. Mine now, bitch. Cha-ching. What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. Who?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there.
Alright,
Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Alright, examine.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his
The
face
fuck?
red and scarred like cracked marble. This
This
is
is so
clearly
whack.
a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Oh.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin.
This is not what I expected to be behind here.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would people spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Okay, who are they? Are they real?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a walk-in supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
for
crazy.
what? All gone.
Okay, inspect
The
photos.
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog. Or a pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
That's terrifying. Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Alright, keep reading.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner.
Alright, inspect the
handwriting
notes.
is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, tune out, Wirral untethered, and Heat death of the universe. Outside, a cold...
Alright. There's so much more.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs.
Yeah, for real.
The radio computer.
Oh my god, raid!
I'm a failure.
Hello, raiders. Should I turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station,
Oh.
but I never really looked.
Hello! How was your stream? I hope you had fun. I'm turning it
The
on.
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing...
Oh my god, I thought that was my cats making that noise.
On the keyboard, the hatch on the machine's central compartment.
Can I die doing
is
this?
wide open.
It's fine. Okay, look
It's
inside.
empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Oh. Yeah, put that
Like a
in.
smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On
I'm
the
scared.
keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Alright, press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
What?
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What is the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader?
You mean the glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Yeah, can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
Alright, this is the police.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
This is
I'm afraid
crazy.
we're not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know it.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
I probably will find it.
Is there anything?
Alright, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. It's probably around here somewhere.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Who's the game master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Who's playing?
Decides to call in to a call-in station. It looks like all of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just line.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna talk to her again.
Tiles on the cube are still smoked. The speaker comes.
Good evening. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Why do you call me Fortress
Fortress
Accident?
Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what is that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
Oh, what are you, a machine?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats
Okay.
passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Where are you? How do you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Yeah, doesn't it get lonely?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for
A password?
Please repeat.
Alright, never mind.
Receive
Don't worry.
Fortress X. Thank you.
Alright, I have
Tiles
to...
on the cube are nothing happens.
Alright. Oh, I should talk to him?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Undercover counterintelligence program.
No, that's not it. I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks. As a
How were they planning on doing
Through
that?
call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories.
Yeah, I know.
Master of ceremonies
I
of
should
sorts.
probably stop soon. I have to eat.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Has anyone ever done this
Not
before?
to my knowledge.
I just want to get through this, and then
I see now.
I want to get to the
Places with industry.
cigarette guy's place. I'm like
I
set.
don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before.
I guess I can do
You don't
that
have the
tomorrow
technology.
too. And was this a role-playing game?
Indeed, those Welkins are that
Alright.
no idea.
Yeah, I'm actually really
It's-
hungry.
Indeed,
And
it's ambitious and untethered from reality.
It was
But yes,
insane.
Okay,
okay, I think yeah, I'll save. All right. Yeah, I should probably eat. I have to pee really bad. I should probably end. Okay. Let's find someone to raid. Who should I raid? Who is live? Oh, Seaweed's live. Let's do Seaweed. Okay. Ugh. Alright. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging.